Yeah, the motivation part for me too. I remember he used to run from group to group on Fridays and give a little chant, give a wind cheer, and each group would do it and then break to the next, and you'd see Dad take off to the next group. And then unfortunately one of those times they took off and they all ran over Paul, broke his nose, and I had to take him in and play trainer for a while.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now retired from coaching, Bob Petrino enjoys coming to see the Razorbacks practice.
When I watch them practice, their organization of practice and the ability to move people, you know, from one drill to the next drill, because I believe coaching is done on the field. And the only way you get it done is through repetitions. And I hate to see a coach talking on the field. My philosophy was you talk in the chalks and you coach on the field.
Eyes quick, tuck, eyes quick, tuck.
He loves watching his sons coach. Organized, disciplined, and tough, just like their father. Coach, there's an old saying, once a coach, always a coach. Does that apply to your dad?
Oh, no doubt about it, and puts a smile on my face every time I see him. And sometimes you see him out there walking around with the offensive line and he's still loading his arms and shooting his hands. And he just loves the game of football, loves being around the family, and likes going to my son's games. And football is a way of life for us, and it always has been.
I was going to ask you, at what point in your life did you realize that football was going to be it?
Oh, as far back as I can remember. There's no question about that. I knew at a very young age I was going to be a coach, and you know, I'm just fired up about being here at the University of Arkansas and going into this season.
Well, stay with us. We'll continue our inside look at Razorback football when we return in just a moment. Back to Inside Razorback Football with Bobby Petrino. Coach, our cameras were outside the stadium before the football game, and we gave a couple of fans the chance to ask you a question.
Coach, my name is Brent Akers from Rogers, Arkansas. What was it like walking into the stadium on game day for the first time?
Oh, it was very exciting just to come through and see all the fans there, experience the walk down to the stadium. It was kind of amazing to me how many fans were there and how excited everybody was, and then to hear the fight song being played, and then when we got inside the building, you know, getting into the locker room, and I know the players were fired up. It gives you butterflies. It makes the hair stand up in the back of your neck, and really is exciting 2 hours before the game.
Now, we also had the opportunity to get a question for you from one of the young fans.
Hey, Coach, I'm Winston from Fayetteville. What does it take to be a Razorback?
Well, it takes a lot of things, but it starts with grades. You got to do a great job in the classroom. You got to make sure that you do all your studies, all your homework. We always talk to our players about they have to be very coachable. So for you got to make sure you do what Mom and Dad tell you to do, and just be a great kid growing up.
Do you find that the kids who take care of their business off the field are generally the ones who do well on the field too?
Yeah, it definitely is a combination, and something that we're working hard to improve on. Is that we do a great job in the classroom, we do a great job off the field, you know, in the community, and it makes it a lot easier to carry over onto the field and be disciplined and win football games.
Well, work to do for the Razorbacks as we head into the third and fourth quarters of the football game, and we'll have the second half highlights when we continue on Inside Razorback Football with Bobby Petrino. Coach, as we head into the second half, you're down 3. What are you telling your football team right now?
Well, we wanted to have a great kickoff cover. We wanted to come down, get 3 and out, and get the ball right back for the offense, and it didn't happen. We didn't kick the ball where we needed to, and they got the ball in scoring position. Quarterback scrambled out here and threw the ball to Donaldson, who had split out on the play, and we lost some contain and gave them extra time, and they made a touchdown, and now we're down by 10.
This is the point where your offense seemed to begin to click, though.
They did. Our tempo picked up, and we started to operate at the tempo we needed to. There you see again DJ on a nice naked play. We're in shotgun. We're blocking Williams here, number 6, a lot better. And we throw the ball down the middle here to Lucas Miller, who dives out, makes a great catch. That was our first replay of the year, I guess. and they came back and upheld the call on the field and kept the drive moving. And then we come right back here with a movement in the pocket, crossing route to Joe Adams, and he takes a nice lick, but holds on to the ball and got us in a position to score. We come right out here with 4 wide receivers, drop back. Casey sees the middle open up, takes off running, shows a couple moves, nice open field running, and gets the ball in the end zone. And real proud of that play because something we've been emphasizing, that he needs to run forward, make plays with his legs, and he's taken that to heart and worked hard at it and certainly improved throughout the night running with the ball.
You talk to your quarterbacks about having the willingness to run the ball, don't you?
Yeah, we really need to be willing to run it. It puts a lot more pressure on the defense, and a lot of times if they go to prevent coverage or only 3-man rush, that middle's going to open up like it did there, tucks the ball away, makes a couple nice moves nobody probably knew he could make, and got the ball in the end zone. And really energized our offense and energized our team. And you see Lewigs coming over here talking about a little adjustment we need to make for the next series.
Got a block there at the end from London Crawford, and now the extra point from Tejada.
A nice kick by Tejada. He's a very good kicker. We need to get him more opportunities and some field goal opportunities. Here we come back. The defense got to stop. We got the ball back 1st and 10, and run a nice play, and unfortunately we don't tuck the ball away right, and Salters fumbles and puts them in a position to go in and get a touchdown. And they run the ball well here. We had trouble tackling this guy, but here we see one of our true freshmen come out from the corner spot and made a real nice play. Tremaine Thomas, who played a lot, big, physical young man that's going to be a great football player for us here someday.
And Donaldson's one of those guys that, boy, he doesn't get corralled like these 2 plays very often.
Yeah, we need to do what we did there. Ernest Mitchell controlling the front and getting him before he got started and making plays. And we started to shore that up. We started to play more gap control and got better as the game went on. And that's certainly something we felt we needed to do as a team because we are so young.
The defense stiffening a little bit here at the goal line.
They are, and then we gave them an extra opportunity, and they punched it here on 4th down, and again then put us behind the 8 ball. It's now 24-14. We're down by 10 with only 10 minutes to go. We had a real nice drive here. We start out with a screen, throw it out here to DeAnthony Curtis. Our lineman had real nice blocks, and good way to start the drive. Nice 12-yard gain. Come out in our empty set, and Casey moves forward in the pocket, delivers the ball there, and real nice catch again by Lucas Miller. And it was great to see him come back from the drop early in the game and really just keep his confidence, keep working. Lost his shoe on this play and actually had to play a play out there without his shoe on.
He doesn't show any fear coming over the middle.
No, he's a very tough young man, and we try to come back with the draw and mix it up, keep the run a little bit alive. Didn't get a lot of results, so on 3rd down, Greg Childs gets the ball, gets a nice 1st down for us. And then here we come back with the touchdown play. Nice seam route, very well executed. Real nice throw by Casey Dick and real nice catch by Greg Childs for the touchdown to get us re-energized.
Greg Childs with the confidence right there. That doesn't look like a true freshman.
No, he's a very strong, physical young man that can run and catch, and he's going to be a great player here.
And he's happy, celebrating, his teammates as well. Those receivers enjoy what's happening in this football game.